lot about, these huge global issues, but sometimes the most powerful changes are happening right down the street.
Exactly. And today, we're doing a deep dive into someone really making that kind of tangible difference.
We are. We're looking at the work of C. Joy Brown, and that's pronounced Shamir in Augusta, Georgia. Specifically, how she's using agriculture, connection to the land to really boost her community.
Yeah, and for this, we've got some great source material. There's a news segment, a Women to Watch piece, which is really illuminating.
Uh-huh.
We also have her professional bio, gives you the background, and an announcement about a recent volunteer award she received.
So the idea is to go beyond just listing activities, right? We want to really get a feel for how her passion for agriculture translates into community service in all these different ways.
Precisely. We want to understand the whole picture.
Okay, so let's start with something concrete. The Belle Terrace Community Garden.
Good place to start. It's at the Belle Terrace Presbyterian Church in Augusta.
And she co-founded it.
Yeah.
How long has it been going?
Yeah, co-founder. It's been writing for about 4 years now. And it's not just, a plot of land to grow things.
Right. The sources mention her vision for it. It's more than just food.
Much more. She talks about it being a place for the mind, the body, and the spirit.
Okay. Unpack that a bit.
So the body part is kind of obvious, healthy eating, knowing where your food comes from. But then the mind, like finding peace there, connecting with nature.
Makes sense.
And spirit, fostering that sense of well-being, community connection, maybe even something deeper, spiritually speaking. It's this whole integrated approach.
That's really quite profound for a community garden. And didn't we find something about her name, the initial C?
Oh, yeah, that was fascinating. According to her, the C stands for a whole host of things that seem to, define her mission.
Like what?
Let me see. Community, catalyst for change, commitment, creator, cultivator, child of God, and compassionate.
Wow. That's quite a statement. It's like her personal mission statement wrapped up in her name.
It really is. It shows you the intention behind it all.
Yeah.
And you see that intention in the garden itself.
How so?
Well, right now, it relies on master gardener volunteers doing all the watering by hand, which is a huge commitment, by the way.
Definitely.
But they have plans, a vision for the future, putting in proper irrigation, adding fruit trees, bushes, vines, thinking long-term,
Because I am.
sustainable.
So it's constantly evolving, growing.
Exactly. And the news piece really captured that, calling it a ministry that feeds body and soul, planting seeds of hope, literally and figuratively.
Okay, so the garden is one major piece, but her work extends beyond that, doesn't it? Her professional life seems really tied in.
Oh, absolutely. There's a really strong link. She's currently the County Soil Conservation Technician for the NRCS.
NRCS, Natural Resources Conservation Service.
That's the one, in Augusta, Richmond County. So she has this deep, practical knowledge of land management, soil health, sustainability.
And she brings that expertise right back into her community work, like the garden.
You got it. Plus, she manages the South Augusta Farmers Market.
Oh, okay. So that's another direct connection, helping local growers, improving access to fresh food.
Yep. And there's more. She also leads a 4-H garden club.
At Belle Terrace?
Right where the garden is. So she's investing in the next generation, too, teaching kids about gardening, agriculture.
It's like she's hitting every level: soil health, market access, education. And she calls herself a champion for sustainable agriculture. It fits.
It really does. And she's got the credentials to back it up. Certifications in agribusiness polity, sustainable urban agricultural technician, and she's a master gardener, too.
That sustainable urban ag technician certification, what does that specifically bring to the table for, say, the Belle Terrace Garden?
Oh, that's super relevant. It means she understands how to make agriculture work well in a city. It's things like dealing with maybe less than perfect urban soil.
Right. Could be different challenges.
Exactly. And water conservation techniques that work in that setting, managing pests ecologically in a smaller space. I mean, she's bringing really practical, informed strategies to keep that garden thriving long term.
Yeah. That adds a whole other layer of expertise. Okay, so we have the garden, the NRCS job, the market, the 4-H club. Is there even more?
Her involvement goes broader still. She's co-chair of the Greater Augusta Black Chamber Agribusiness Committee.
Okay, so connecting agriculture to local business and economic development.
Precisely. And she's also on the board of the CSRA Economic Opportunity Authority, the EOA.
So she's really thinking systemically how agriculture can support economic stability for people in the area.
It seems so. The bio really emphasized her commitment to fighting food insecurity, not just by providing food, but through education, advocacy, and these hands-on programs we've been talking about.
It's about building knowledge and resilience within the community itself, not just, handing out produce.
Yeah, it's a much deeper approach.
And with all this work, this dedication, has she been getting recognized?
Mm.
Because it sounds like she absolutely should be.
She has, thankfully. That Women to Watch feature we mentioned,
Yeah.
that was from Goodwill Industries of Middle Georgia and the CSRA and the local station WJBF. That brought her story out.
That's great.
And very recently, she got the Georgia 4-H Northeast District Award for 2025 Volunteer of the Year.
Oh, fantastic. For her work with the 4-H Club, presumably.
Exactly. It really speaks to her commitment to those young people. So yeah, these aren't just pieces of paper. They show the real impact she's having across different parts of the Augusta community.
They really do. It highlights how multifaceted her contribution is, from the garden soil right up to economic committees and youth mentorship.
She's definitely a catalyst, like her initial stands for. What do you see as the main sort of connecting thread through all of it?
For me, it's got to be this deep belief in agriculture as a tool for holistic community well-being. It's food, yes, but it's also connection, spirit, resilience, opportunity.
Yeah.
And her faith seems interwoven through it all, driving that really integrated way of looking at things.
I totally agree. It's that blend, her personal values, her professional skills, her deep understanding of the land and food systems. That's what makes her work so powerful, I think. She's addressing root causes, fostering growth from the ground up.
So for you listening, the story of C. Joy Brown Shamir is just such a clear example of how one person's passion, something as basic as growing things, can create these incredible ripples of positive change in a community.
Her work at Belle Terrace Garden, the farmer's market, with 4-H kids, it all shows this incredible dedication to serving others.
And if her story inspires you, especially if you're near Augusta, there are ways to get involved.
Definitely. The Belle Terrace Community Garden, the South Augusta Farmers Market, these are active places. They need volunteers, whether you know gardening or just want to lend a hand.
Or maybe offer support as a partner, provide resources or expertise.
Exactly. That kind of community involvement is what makes these initiatives thrive. You can directly support the work C. Joy Brown is leading.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? One person starts planting seeds, literally and metaphorically, and invites everyone else to help cultivate something amazing. It kind of leaves you wondering, what seeds could you plant in your own community? What could you grow together?